everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms. And for today's video, I am joined by a special guest. Why don't you introduce yourself? Hello, hello.
Hey guys, I'm APOC, Apocalypto. Check me out. I do, Watcher of Realms content. And, I've been trying to get a lot of the newer content out for some of you newer beginner guys. That's kind of the area I'm trying to hammer on right now. But just like with most people, I'm also struggling to get some of the higher gear raids and stuff like that. So I try to post a ton of content for that as I'm progressing. So you guys see the daily struggles. And then, now I'm trying to get in the collab community with some of these other cool kids and see if I can learn some tips and tricks from them.
So you're a small channel still. What's your subscribers at?
I'm like at 30. Yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
a baby right.
goodness. Guys,
Yeah.
we gotta change that, obviously. So, number one, if you're watching this video, make sure you go click his links in the description. Of course, I will link him below. Go give him a sub, go check out his content, and we will have a collab
Thank you
over
guys.
on his channel as well. So lots of good stuff to come. I think you're doing really well so far. You just gotta
Thank you.
get off the ground, right? You'll get there. You'll get there.
Thanks. So this new one here, what do you think about him so far? I think the art is insane. I
Yeah,
think
that's
the head's
let's
a bit
start
small, but
there.
art looks great.
So for today's video, me and APOC here are going to give you guys a bit of a blind reaction. We both have not looked into this character like crazy. We don't know everything about him. We are going to read through his kit, take a look at things, and give an honest impression about where we think he'll be good, what we think of his skills. And yeah, I think it's kind of fun to do this first look now with some other content creators involved and not just me and my opinion. This kind of gives multiple opinions. I hope people will appreciate this style. I'm going to be doing this with some other content creators as well. And I need to mention I am on the test server. So I am on the test server, which is separate than the Forerunner server and the global servers. They are not related. And I have got permission to bring other people alongside me for these videos as long as I don't give them access to my account. So I should probably get that disclaimer out of the way. But you're right. Yes. Graphics, number one. We got to start there. Look at this guy. He's bonkers.
Yeah, I think that is awesome. His chest is like pulsating with the
It's
teeth
creepy.
coming out. Like it's not like growing up, comic books. I was a big fan of
Uh,
comic books, and I became a big fan of Spawn, the Spawn character. Are you familiar?
I don't
You
know that.
heard of Spawn?
No.
Oh my God, you should check him out one day. It looks freaking awesome. And this guy reminds me a lot of that. Nothing but skulls, demon type stuff, and very dark and teeth like spikes everywhere. It's awesome.
He's
You
got
got the chains coming
hooves.
down. He does have hooves. I didn't notice that.
Oh, wait. We should
That's
probably
awesome.
watch his video. Let's watch his video.
Oh, let's do it.
I
Yeah.
haven't watched it yet.
See
Have
what
you?
he's about. No,
Oh,
no.
okay. Oh,
The
wait. There's no
lava from
sound.
hell right
Oh, no, there
there.
is. Maybe. Nope. I don't know. Oh, he's creepy.
Oh, sitting on his throne. There we are.
I probably should have turned on the
Oh,
sound.
out of his chest? Oh,
Oh my
Jesus.
goodness.
This guy don't play.
It's weird though. It's like it was very blurry and not that it was just kind of a strange little video. I don't know. Okay, I have to admit, I think this video was a little bit low budget
Yeah.
compared to the
Need
other
some.
ones.
This is like the beta
What?
version.
It's like that was such a. I have to play that again. It's like okay, you see a bunch of lava, but when you see him, it feels like they're really kind of lacking some graphics and interest. They're just showing him like some demon god on a throne. Maybe that's the point. Just he's mysterious and powerful.
I
I
was
don't
about to say
know.
they're giving it a very mysterious look. They're
You
not
could,
doing much.
yeah,
Like
there you could
he's
barely
just
even see
chill.
the details. Ooh, did he just pull that out of his chest? What just happened?
Yeah, that's what I'm a little confused. Like who pulled it out of his chest? Was it him? And
What is
why
it?
was it in his chest?
What's coming
Was
out
he
of his
dead?
chest?
Was
Yeah,
he
this is a weird
revived?
one.
I
I don't
don't know.
know. I don't know that that was the coolest video. I was expecting something a little bit more epic and battles and him killing stuff, and I don't know.
Yeah, I was expecting an attack show of some type, but take what you get.
Weird
Sell what's in your
video.
bag, right?
Let's see what his. Okay, so the most primal chaos has corrupted this hero. Now his will is under the control of chaos as he wields the sword that symbolizes it, embarking on a path to dismantle Taya. So he's like
Aya.
possessed?
Okay. Okay. And then he has a chaos sword, I guess. Okay.
And he's got this weird, like, heart. Is it. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I thought it was gonna be more. I guess, okay, maybe in his actual
Oh wow,
story there's
okay.
some more interest there. Yeah, I never read the lore. Maybe
Me
at
neither.
the end.
Never do.
I'm so bad about that. Oh,
I just want
Lightlock.
to see
What
what
did
uh-oh.
Lightlock? We
Uh-oh.
have a quote from Lightlock. Evil is a thorn tendril. How many innocent minds have been poisoned by a mere prick? Okay.
It's like road rage incidents right there.
All right, so he is cool though. Let's be honest. Sideways showcase for the mobile phones. Pretty cool. Definitely screenshot worthy. But the video was a little bit disappointing for such cool graphics of the character.
Yeah, I gotta say, I was expecting a bit more, yeah.
All right, so first let's take a look. He is a legendary lord for the chaotic faction. So, like the others, we'll get a 15% faction ally attribute bonus, increase in faction allies' damage based on their lost HP up to 60% at 30% HP, which is the same as Gone.
Oh, okay, so it is the same, okay.
And then the difference is the part afterward. So let's see what his is. When the faction lord of Valderon is deployed, deals damage equal to 50% of the current HP to 3 nearest units, excluding elites and bosses, increases his damage dealt by 30%, and reducing his damage received by 20%. Each unit damaged further increases Valderon's damage dealt by 5% and reduces his damage received by 5%, up to 3 times. That was
Dude is just like the best at everything.
That was a complicated ass little bonus there, but okay.
I like this though because a lot of people have been hating on Boreas, which is my new favorite character.
Oh
But a lot
god.
of people have
Yeah,
been
if you
hating
have
on
one.
him because yeah, exactly. But because he is so good at what he does, and a lot of people call him busted and have been calling for a nerf, and I'm like, no, just bring up other heroes, just bring up other ones, And I feel like this is kind of
Yeah.
that attempt.
Yeah,
I mean, you can do all kinds of stuff with that.
Yeah, he has a lot. So he has there's extra damage based on HP, which is always interesting to see. He has
I
a
like that it's
damage
different.
boost. Yeah, and then damage reduction in his kit as well. All right, so let's take a look at him. He has a talent, of course. Basic attack has at least a 25% chance to trigger chaotic annihilation instead. A lower HP grants a higher chance to trigger chaotic annihilation, reaching its maximum chance to 50% when HP falls to 30%. So,
Wow.
as a basic attack, he can deal 270% damage to one enemy and spreads 20% of the damage dealt to up to 5 nearby enemies.
Now, do you think that would that be considered an AoE damage, or is that still a 1 versus 1 damage?
It seems like, well, it's
It
still a
sounds like an
1v1, but
AoE.
plus a little bit of AoE. It's only 20%
Okay.
damage to the AoE part, so
Okay, I
not
see.
massive AoE damage, still meant to be a boss killer, or like to take out one. But that's pretty crazy, so a chance to, up to 50% chance to just do 270% damage instead, plus some splash damage. I guess you could look at it like splash damage.
Especially, yeah, okay. Especially now that, when you drop below 50, that's going to be intense.
And it looks like he's a fighter, and he has like the Ain range where he has 2 spots in front of him, which is always nice because then you could plop a defender
Yeah,
in front of him. I love that.
absolutely.
Love
Absolutely.
that. All right, let's see his ultimate. Oh, there's no little video for his ultimate. Come on, game. You're slacking.
Oh, yeah.
All right, gains 1 stack of chaotic vitality, which loses 10% of current HP per second. Each stack
Oh,
increases attack by 25% and crit damage by 25%, stacking up to 2 times.
So this dude is going to be hard to keep alive, but at the same time going to be putting out massive damage.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, you don't want to keep him fully maxed out on HP because then you're losing damage.
That's all about the chaos, right? They're all about like more damage or sacrificing their health or
Yeah.
I mean, it's the definition of the chaos faction, I guess. So let's see here. When Potent Surge reaches a maximum, gains 2 stacks of chaotic vitality. So Potent Surge Rage can continue to recover after reaching its cap, accumulating up to 2 times the cap. All rage will be consumed when casting the ultimate. And then he inflicts vulnerability, physical damage plus 20% on nearby enemies continuously during the effect duration.
That's nice. That's going to be nice. I mean, because that helps the whole team.
He's going to keep losing HP, gains attack and crit damage. Yeah, these guys are bonkers. I don't know. Sometimes that's good, but sometimes, yeah, it's hard to keep them alive. But it does say there's this little bit of an unkillable, so I guess we're going to reach to the passive that's going to help him stay alive.
I didn't even see that.
Yep.
I love the burst damage, too. Burst damage is usually typically pretty good for guild boss, right?
Yeah, exactly. Or anywhere. Yeah. I mean, arena, quick fights.
Yeah.
Obviously, these chaotic guys are kind of made for arena too, so I would expect them to shine there. All right, Karma of the Fallen. What is this? All right, so when Karma of Fallen is less than 3 stacks, the hero can prevent an incoming fatal damage, then restores 30% HP and gains 1 stack of Karma of Fallen. Upon death or retreat, each stack of Karma of Fallen increases revival time by 30 seconds. Each time the hero gains chaotic vitality, he will be protected from gaining Karma of Fallen with 3 seconds. Every time he gains the chaotic fight within 3 seconds. Every time he gains this, he'll be protected from getting this. So weird. Karma of Fallen.
Yeah.
Each stack reduces attack by 15% and damage by 15%, stacking up to 3 times.
Huh. Man, there's a lot going on all at once.
It is a very complicated kit, so it sounds like he loses? Wait, what?
That's what I'm saying.
Wait,
see, the Karma of the Fallen is less than 3 stacks. The hero can prevent all incoming fatal damage, so that's the unkillable.
Yep.
But then, damage then restores. Oh, yeah, then restores.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. Where was I at? Gains 1 stack of common upon death, retreat. That's crazy.
It's like you have to keep. So in order to keep this Karma of the Fallen from hurting him, from hurting his damage, you need to have chaotic vitality proc as much as possible, which is his ultimate, which I guess because of Potent Surge, the rage boost, you should go to his ultimate often and gain chaotic vitality. So if you're not popping his ultimate often, if you're doing it manually, you're actually probably going to get higher stacks of Karma of Fallen, and it's going to hurt his damage. It's like, I don't know, it's weird. It's really weird.
Have you heard anything about anyone maybe building this guy? I'm thinking a ton of speed, maybe?
I haven't seen any builds yet. I have not had any impressions yet. But yeah,
okay.
So attack speed is only going to be the basic attack. But that doesn't make chaotic vitality pop more often.
Oh, so his ultimate's not based on the amount of attacks he does? I was thinking if you speed up the attacks, it would also speed up the amount of time.
Just his normal rage. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So let's see. What's this other passive? Maybe it'll. All right. When chaotic annihilation hits a target, restores 30 extra rage. When an ally on the battlefield dies, restores 20% rage. Okay, so there's where your attack speed can come in. Because the higher the attack speed, the more often we're going to be proccing this talent trigger, which will boost his rage, which will then give us chaotic vitality, which will then
Which
prevent
will
Karma of the
protect us.
Fallen.
Okay. It's a triggering effect.
Oh my gosh, what a complicated kit. Whatever happened to just deals whatever damage? I don't know. Puts up a debuff. I miss those days.
The simpleton days, right? You guys are intense now.
This is really intense. Yeah, literally. So this passive triggers his rage when his talent is triggered, which is based on his basic attacks. So yeah, I think attack speed, a decent rage regen, which we know we don't really need more than 60 total anyway, or else it has diminishing returns. But yeah, all right, so what I have heard, you asked about what I've heard. Let me pull up for you guys. I hope Ray is okay with me sharing this. This is Ray from Dragon Slayer. He sent me this screenshot in a DM, just being like, dude, this guy is crazy. So this is his damage testing versus, I think he said just like Nightmare 1 or something, though, like just for the sake of damage test. But this looks like it might have been a proper run, honestly. But using this guy in Guild Boss against Hex and Silas. Ooh.
I mean, he puts him to shame, it looks like, you know? Like,
isn't that crazy? So he's definitely not just going to be a quirky arena PvP champion. He's obviously going to be pretty solid in Guild Boss. And
the fact that he's a lord makes you think that you can actually build a team around him versus just being an addition into another team.
Yeah, and what I saw, I think he might have showed me another screenshot. I'm trying to remember now, but I don't have access at this moment. But I think there was another one that showed kind of like, you know, a chaotic team. So like I think they're kind of expanding what's going to be usable for Guild Boss. Like it's kind of cool though. Like we saw this progression of like, you know, when we first started playing, it was just like Nightmare and Infernal. That was it, right?
That was it.
And then the Piercer comps with Araka,
done.
Silas being added to that. Just having Araka and Silas can kind of replace Nightmare. And then, the Northerner faction brings us Elder and Ardea.
Yes.
And some like interesting Northerner damage dealers. And now we've got Chaotic.
And they do things differently too. Yeah, the mechanics of what I was about to say. The mechanics of the whole team are different.
Yeah.
And then now they're even, I've seen a couple guys do rage regen teams now too. So it's like the whole meta that we used
that's
to
what
be
I
there
mostly do is a rage regen style.
Oh yeah.
This would confuse me, and actually, when you read this kit, in the way it's like, excluding elites and bosses, blah, 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 the first time I'd read that, I'd be like, oh, it's okay, he's not a guild boss hero. Like, I would have been immediately turned off by reading that, and I would have been like, oh, not guild boss, not bosses, he's just an arena guy. But I'm glad I've already got a little glimpse of knowing he is actually a monster in Guild Boss.
Right. I was thinking more campaign. You know, you could have fun with him on campaign because usually most of those are fairly short little bursts. But yeah, I would never have thought offhand Guild Boss. Or
at least with the vulnerability. I mean, that helps the whole team.
How he would work in what is it, Guild versus Guild? That'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, for sure. So I guess he is damaged based on attack, so he's not like he's damaged based on HP or anything like that. I was kind of thinking he was going to be damaged based on HP with this whole like extra damage based on the current HP of blah 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 blah. I kind of thought he was going to be an HP based damage dealer
too, yeah.
But he's not.
His HP is going to be all over the place.
Well, let's see. What's his stats here? We have
29.
Oops.
Wow.
So 29, yeah. 2100 defense, solid attack, yeah. 66. His cost is 19, block of 2. Tech interval starts at 2.6. So
and his auto regen is all that the same too. My head was in the way.
Oops, let me see. The auto regen was 13.
Oh, okay. So you got a little something helping you out there.
Yeah, that's interesting. So let's take actually we got to take a look at his awakenings too.
Oh yeah,
that might be part of it. Did he have them awakened? I don't think so. I can't really tell from this photo. All right. Let me see. So Awakening 1, let me pull it up here. Actually, I can just put it to the side. When deployed, it gains 1 stack of chaotic vitality. During that period, the ultimate becomes unavailable.
Okay.
And wait, that's good? I don't know.
Yeah. I
That's
don't.
I mean, I guess for the sake of that whole preventing the karma passive, you want the chaotic vitality there right away. So maybe it just starts off so you don't get so many stacks of the karma to kill his damage. What a
Oh, I
weird
see what you
kit.
mean. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So maybe you just kind of skip that whole thing as soon as you get him A1. Now you ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah,
When
maybe it
deployed,
really
potentially.
for the first 10 seconds of the battle, you don't have the ultimate available, but you at least are not getting the karma hurting his attack. So it kind of evens itself out.
Okay.
But and then you actually get you kind of get this attack bonus anyway because of the chaotic vitality. So
And it does still
it's
stack up to 2 times.
yeah. And then it looks like the Awaken 3 here. During chaotic vitality, the hero's attack ignores 50% of the target's defense. Ooh.
50. Yeah. Normally it's
50.
like 20 or
Yeah, that's
30.
really good. Okay.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
moly.
That'd be great for those big defensive guys, big tanks coming at you, you know?
And of course, like all the lords, the Awaken 2s are actually good because they help enhance your allies' damage.
Yeah.
Awaken 4, we have a plus 8% penetration. And then Awaken 5, when Chaotic Annihilation is triggered, increases attack speed by 130 for 5 seconds.
130.
Yeah, he's got
God,
big
gotta love
boosts.
the lords. Gotta love the lords.
Okay.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, this is such
But
a strange
A5,
kit.
that's A5 on him. That's gonna be a hot minute there.
I do think you're right about the attack speed being a big part of it because constantly triggering this chaotic annihilation through his basic attacks is going to make him do massively more damage. But it's
Yeah, I
such a
think
weird kit with this, like, kind of hurting himself but then helping himself. It's such a
yeah,
quirky kit.
and, normally when you lay someone out, you also lay a support, character or two for healing or damage reduction, whatever the case may be. And so now you also got to figure that into his own set on top of that additional support hero or two
Yeah.
that you're putting out there, because you don't want to keep him maxed out at healed, right? You want his HP to be a bit lower, but
Yeah, you trigger this more
it's just that
often.
that controlling factor, I guess. That's going to be the difficult thing is how to control him on the field to maximize his damage. Because he's
And
got a
then, yeah,
lot going on.
and everyone does more damage with just because of the Lord bonus when they have
Yeah,
lower
yeah,
HP. That is a
yeah.
weird one. It really is because yeah, how do you manage that? How do you manage
Low
trying to allow
HP.
them to be a little bit risque? it's
Right, right.
it's a bit hard. You're like, you're just gonna die. Oh wait, no, you're not. It's fine.
We'll just take one for the team. That's all.
Yeah, so I feel like just because he obviously has a really strong basic attack with this potential talent and all the passives as well, he's gonna probably be a pretty solid fighter everywhere. And the extra
Yeah, that's what it looks
space in
like.
front of him, allowing a defender or someone else to go in front of him too, is only gonna add more value. So he's
That should
quirky,
help
but definitely not
faction
just an
trials
arena hero.
too. Yeah, yeah. It
Yeah.
looks like just about anywhere. I'm trying to think offhand. I mean, other than the specifically flying levels or whatnot, the runs. I think he'd pretty much be good everywhere else.
Yeah, because he wait, what was this? When an ally dies, that restores their HP. So it says he's unkillable, but I didn't read anything in his kit that made him sound unkillable. I just realized that. Right?
Well, I
Oh wait,
was
the
thinking
first
maybe
part
that
right
run up
here.
there.
Oh, the
Yeah,
hero
that's
can prevent
yeah,
an incoming fatal damage, then restores. Okay, so he prevents when you keep those stacks low. So it really is about keeping these stacks low by proccing chaotic vitality a lot. I don't know. Where it's like,
and I don't see anywhere on there where it says only once per deployment too. So perhaps that
right.
unkillable thing could just be continuous if you do it right. I don't know.
And upon death or retreat, each stack of Karma of the Fallen increases revival time by 30 seconds. So if you pull him out of the battle at the right time, you're just going to be able to throw him right back in there soon after, too.
Wow.
So that
Increase the
definitely is going to
time.
have its uses. My first thought was maybe he
Yeah.
wouldn't be so good in a Gear Raid 2, but no, with the preventing fatal damage, even a Gear Raid 2, plopping him down as one of the people to quick soak up a hit and do some damage, he's actually going
You
to
know,
be
I
pretty
really
good
like this
for.
guy. I really like this guy because
Really
when you
interesting.
hear that they're coming out with new characters, I was honestly expecting them to be very niche characters. This guy is
Yeah.
super good at one or two areas of the game, and that's kind of where you need to use him. Blah blah blah. But I'm honestly excited that it's not that. I'm excited that you're coming out with very broad, very multi-use characters. And by the sound of his kit, it's pretty complex. So it sounds like that there's,
Super
I would assume,
complex.
10 different ways you could use this guy. And 10 different types of teams or something.
Yeah, that's gonna be the thing. It's gonna be interesting to see how people use him. Because we could, like, yeah, I could read that kit by being like, oh, he needs a bunch of attack speed, so he triggers this more often, so he prevents this. But maybe someone else reads it totally different and has a different thing in their mind of how to maximize his kit. Like, it'll be interesting to see how people synergize him with others. Is it just
Right,
gonna
right.
be,
Because
like, is he only gonna be good with the chaotic faction people? Or are there some really quirky heroes that he might actually be really good with outside of the faction as
that's
well?
what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking
Yeah,
too. Is the weird combination outside of the obvious, right? Or
right.
or what if someone ran him with, just an extra 200% attack, 200% crit damage, and then just absolutely insane rage regen. Um, I don't know, man. You got so many different ways to play with this guy, and then that, like you were talking about the teams too. You got so many different types of teams you could put him in there. Um, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, playing with him, checking him out, seeing what he can do. Yeah,
So,
good
and to be
times.
clear, he's just coming out on the Forerunner servers, so we're not seeing him
Yeah.
quite yet on global, but I would expect it soon. They're trying to get some hype out there, so maybe not too far around the corner. Maybe.
Definitely, I'm hoping not, because I'm definitely excited about this one. He looks insane.
Yeah, so guys, in the comments below, let us know what you think. What does this kit mean to you? What do you have, like, what ideas pop in your head about how you'd want to use him or who you think he'd pair really well with? I would love to
Oh
see
yeah,
some theory crafting in the comments ahead of time.
no
But yeah,
doubt.
I
At
think
least
that's,
at least the top one, right? Top
yeah,
one
he's
character
really
you would pair
cool.
him with.
I feel like there's got to be some really unique, like, perfect pairings for this guy, for sure, based on such
Gotta
a
be.
weird kit. Besides the fact that he's the Lord who can obviously pair with everybody in general, there's probably some really perfect synergy that are going to really
You know
pop in
what?
people's heads.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, don't remember it fully, but I believe that there's a couple other heroes as well that do good with lower HP.
Yeah, there's a
Was that
lot
an
of, like,
artifact?
I think Valeria is she or increase right, she's like increases attack and defense based on lost HP immediately. That's part of her
Yeah,
talent. A lot of them
yeah,
are that way. That's like I say, that's like the chaos faction in general.
yeah,
A
yeah.
lot of them are all about like sacrificing or dealing more damage when they're at low HP just as part of their kit, let alone the Lord bonus on top of it. So
That's what I was
gonna
wondering now. So if you have that, it's going to be a trigger on a trigger on a trigger. It's just
yeah,
constantly triggering
exactly.
and everybody's doing their own triggering, now.
Exactly. It's an interesting faction for sure. And then there's like the super OP people that
Oh yeah,
maybe
that's on my wish
someday I'll
list.
have her. That's a
Yeah,
wish
me
list.
too.
And same thing, frenzy state attack is increased by 30%. When like they're always like they deduct their HP. Like all these people, they're always all the chaotic are chaotic. I guess that's the point.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Intense though. I like that. I like him. I like him.
All right. Well, I think it's a good place to wrap up. Thank you for joining me for this. That was really fun to discuss and look at a
I
new
appreciate the
hero.
time. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I got to see a small look at him before, but I didn't get to see any of the actual skills. So or go over any of his talents or awakenings or anything. So this was a great opportunity. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for joining me. It's fun to have another influence. I think I'm gonna enjoy trying to do these more often. I hope you guys let me know in the comments below. Do you like this sort of a first look at a character where it's not just me, where I bring on another opinion? Let me know. And make sure you guys go subscribe to him. Give his new little baby channel some love. We need some subs over there.
Absolutely, guys. Give me some love. Help me out, man. I appreciate it. And like I said, I try to put content out pretty regularly. If you guys are looking for answers that you're not seeing out there, leave a comment either in mine or Ivy League's, and we'd be happy to help out by producing that content, answering those questions, and getting some actual data out to you guys to help you progress through the game.
And on the note of this character, if Valderon really speaks to you guys and you want to see him used in certain things, also let me know. I'm down to do some collabs with some other, for either myself, I should say, for testing, or doing a collab with another content creator that has test server, and let's see what we can come up with together kind of things too. So let me know where you want to see this guy used. I will try to make that happen. And yeah, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Later, guys.